It's Thursday.
I can't believe it's Thursday already yet.
Actually, yeah, this week went really fast.
It went so fast.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, geez, it's been nuts lately. Like, really nuts. Apparently, Steven is vibrating.
He's so excited.
He's on one of those hotel beds in a cheap motel where you put a quarter in and the whole thing shakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Your cell phone mount sucks, Steven.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I know.
Something. I feel like I got to sneeze. Oh no.
Well, how's everybody doing?
There it is.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I just want to laugh at Dan.
Okay, I'm back.
Got that cedar allergy.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk about this more than once, just because like it's super early in the chat to talk about this. But yeah, the Redstone Castle is not going to happen this year for the tour.
Aww.
Womp, womp, womp. And
Yeah.
why is that, Dan? Tell them how much they want a night now.
Yeah, so they got bought by new owners, and I reached out, and finally, like I've been reaching out repeatedly, trying to get them to talk to me, and they finally got back to me, and they're like, "Hey, we're the new owners, blah blah blah." Clearly not from America, because they did, like, you know, when they quoted a price, they did it with a period instead of a comma. I'm like, you're Europeans. And they want $25,000 for one day.
Wow. Holy cow.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah, there's
no.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not $25,000.
Yeah, it's not
That is-
$25,000 cool.
That's
it ain't
almost
25 grand. Cool.
That's almost 5 times more than we paid. Not quite. I think
Wow.
last year we paid $7,500.
Jeez.
Did you
For
tell
one
them
day.
that? Like,
Yeah,
right away?
I in the email I said, oh, that's really expensive. Last year we paid like $7,000, so I guess we're not going to do it. Oh, no way!
Dang,
Oh,
that's a
there's
heck of a jump.
He jumped the fence.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a hell of a jump.
I mean, the downside's pretty far.
Oh, I remember it from when we activation processed the fire thing.
Yes.
So that means the route is going to change, I assume.
Yes. So I'm in the process of trying to get another place.
A little
I'm
place
trying-
called Aspen.
Yeah, we're probably going to stay in Aspen. Is most likely the scenario, because there's not a whole lot else in that area. If we can't get something in Aspen, we will have to change the route to some other city.
You know, my favorite part about staying at the Redstone Castle, besides the fact that it was a castle, is that both times we were there, it was cold those nights, so we could just sleep with the doors open and the windows open.
It was
and
fantastic.
It felt glorious.
I also like that everyone got drunk at the castle.
Well,
That's
when you
because of-
open every bottle of wine they have,
Yes.
even the
Yes.
ones that were corked that we dumped down
See,
the
how,
drain.
how far is Aspen from there?
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
another 30 minutes.
Oh wait, we already stay in Aspen though, right?
No.
So you'd be.
We go through Aspen.
Where was the
Yeah.
condo?
Tell
The
you
condo's
what.
in Telluride.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Is there cool spots in
Aspen's
Buena Vista?
smaller than I thought it was.
The problem is just finding good hotels that are,
Yeah,
first of all, not booked up already.
true.
It's kind of late. And when you're trying to cram 10 rooms, it's, it's pricey.
Yeah.
So it makes it kind of tricky. Anyway, I talked to this one hotel. I'm not going to talk about the name of the hotel yet, just until it may or may not solidify. And they were like, so we don't have any rooms really, but like we have the penthouse and the residences available, which are basically like condos on the property owned by
Nice.
owned by people, and
That'd be cool.
so they're gonna try and get those set up for us, and we'll see if it works. But
That'd be pretty dope.
yeah,
Josh is making lots of noise.
Yeah.
yes, you are.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever your headset is picking up, opening that bottle like crazy.
Yeah, it was like
No, it was the bottle.
Does it sound okay now?
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the bottle you were wrestling on the table.
Oh, I was trying to keep that out of the camera.
So I've tried to get a VRBO in Aspen, and
What's
it's
VRBO?
Vacation Rentals by Owner.
Oh, is that like Airbnb or something?
Yeah, basically, it's another. Actually, I think they're owned by the same people now. It's all owned by Expedia, but yeah, I tried initially to do that, and it's just, yeah.
I wouldn't like that. I don't like the idea of that anyway because you get some rogue owner that like tries to claim all kinds of bullshit against you.
Yeah, it's
Like,
I've done
It's
a lot
hard.
of those. I've done a
Oh.
lot of VRBOs and Airbnbs, and I've never had a problem.
yeah. I'll say I've done quite a few, but it is hard to find one. So the problem is when you start doing a VRBO that's like this large, no one wants it for one night.
Yeah.
Right? They're almost always like 3-night minimums or 5-night minimums
minimum.
or even 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Here's a question for those of you who have owned both a V8 rear engine and mid-engine V12 Ferrari. What do you prefer, the first or the latter?
Dan,
did
you?
Ferrari make a V8 rear engine?
Yeah.
No.
It,
They
Not
didn't make
rear.
a mid-engine
Not rear,
V8,
but mid-engine.
V12.
Yeah, so they've made a V8 mid-engine. They've made V12 front mid and V12 mid.
Yeah,
Engine.
but never a rear engine.
Never a rear. But so the question is, I guess, how do we say this? I've driven the Testarossa, which is a V12 and it's mid-engine, although it's technically like a flat 12, but not a flat 12, whatever they want to call it.
It's a 12-cylinder. Who cares?
12 cylinder, whatever. I've driven front V12 Ferraris, and I've driven plenty of V8 mid-engine Ferraris, and I prefer the balance of the mid-engine cars. But I mean, the V12 is not a huge pro. It's actually a huge problem because it's a giant ass heavy engine.
But it sounds glorious.
That's the pro. The pro is the V12 sounds epic.
Is-
Everything else,
Is the Testarossa like an aluminum block?
I think so.
Something
'Cause
tells
if it's
me
not,
no.
it's-
Something tells me no.
I was gonna say because
I'm gonna look it up.
Rachel.
I was gonna say because if it's not an aluminum, that makes it even more of a like.
Yeah. Well, the Testarossa setup is so weird because you have the engine sitting on top of the transmission, so it's got a very high center of gravity.
I'm
kinda
not
weird.
I'm not sure that Porsche only has rear engines. There might be somebody else.
Who else does
They're
rear?
the
rear?
only ones that I
DeLorean.
can think of. DeLorean.
Yeah,
DeLorean?
The block
Rear?
and the cylinder head on the Testarossa is aluminum.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh, whoops! Hold on. There, it moved quite. Can you ship your parts on your website to the UK? Generally speaking, yes. Yes.
We are international businessmen.
Ooh.
If anybody
Esquire.
watches How I Met Your Mother, you guys would know that.
So the only catch is sometimes for the international stuff we can't get the charges accurate. So sometimes we have to send you an extra invoice for the shipping because it's impossible to count, to compute.
There's also VAT that is you might get charged when it gets
Yep.
Right. We can't control that.
we don't even know what it would be. So
And before you ask, no, we're not going to alter the invoice price because we get asked that a lot. Hey, can you put $50 on this $4,000 part? We're like, no,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get my ass kicked in taxes or get some fees or whatever. No.
Or end up going
Yeah,
to
the
Canada
government
and get
the-
arrested by the Mounties.
we'll get a bill from the Queen of England. Hey, you owe us some money.
Yeah, right.
That old hag doesn't know what's going on on a day-to-day basis.
I know. It's just a joke.
Did I say that out loud?
Tell us how you really feel, Adam.
Yes, you did.
We fought a war so that we didn't have to worry about her ass.
Yeah, we dumped all of her tea at a bay. So,
Oh man, I'm a terrible person.
Steve, where are you driving? Are you on
By
your
the
way
way-
home or something?
I know that
Yeah, I'm
Mounties
in
are
Pennsylvania.
Canadian.
Oh, okay.
I just realized I got a stain on my shirt.
Another 3 hours.
Oh
Wow.
no, what are you driving?
You're making good time.
My Nissan Titan.
Okay.
Guess
What's
what's
your,
behind the Nissan Titan?
Yeah.
What's your average miles per gallon? Yeah, didn't go
Pennsylvania.
through. That's how much it is. It's terrible. He can't
Yeah.
even say it.
Yeah.
He's
not-
disgusted with it. He won't even discuss it.
Yeah.
Speaking of thirsty, Tyler, how's the McLaren?
Oh, it's thirsty. Just going from my house to the Howard, ripping around a little bit with everyone before Steve left, and back. It was a full tank of fuel.
Holy shit.
But
How many
you went
miles
to
was that?
lunch though. That one
I'm guessing
time.
you weren't staying out of the turbo.
I mean, what? You can stay out of it? I didn't know that's possible.
Send me a link. Email me a link, please.
Ooh,
Email me
Yeah.
if it's.
Damn, that would be cool if that actually pans out. Where's
If
it
you
at?
can-
In Aspen?
And it's only
Oh,
half
yeah.
the size of the
With
castle.
stunning
Come on.
Aspen mountain views.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's only 10,000 square feet. Fuck, that's not. Come on.
It's not bougie enough.
No, dude. Actually, we've got more than that in Telluride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's I mean? The
Yeah,
castle
this-
was what 23,000
Oh my
or
gosh.
something.
Oh yeah, the castle's like 23,
I
24,000.
just
something.
remember the
Less
place
than half.
before.
Come
I
on.
remember the place before Telluride. I forget where it was. Where I was just like freaking out over every room had its own private hot tub on the balcony,
Right.
and
You
I'm like,
were like, that was
I
a big deal for
I
you.
couldn't believe that. And then I remember Adam saying, "Just wait till Telluride," and sure enough, like another level.
Oh yeah, dude, it's pretty
Incredible.
funny because it's people don't get like it's a serious luxury vacation. This is like top shelf stuff.
Oh yeah.
Top shelf. You have to drink with your pinky up.
It's premium.
It's super premium.
It's premium.
There better be some premium if they charge that much for the castle nowadays.
Oh man,
Ooh,
I can't believe that 25 G's.
now this is something I can get behind.
That's a sausage party and a half.
Yeah, you go ahead, Adam.
Yeah.
There's one other
Oh.
person in this live chat who has seen me in a Speedo. So
Dude, that would be cool. That's actually the week before we go, I think.
Mm.
yeah, I believe
So-
so.
We intentionally did not do it the same week because it's
That would
going to be
nuts.
it's going to be nuts trying to get in and out and all that stuff. It just yeah. And I don't think the hotel necessarily wants us to be there that week because they actually have 3-night minimums, but they waive it for us. So, yeah.
Yeah, if that doesn't tell you how bougie this trip is, they're waiving their minimums for us. So
Yeah.
we're going to very nice places. Sign up.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention to Gumball this year.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Neither.
No time for that.
Ain't nobody got
Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, by the way, Adam,
Yeah.
tell a dad joke.
Well, you can't put me on the spot and expect me to have one. Like, hold on, let me look in my cache of dad jokes. I have a cache of them. Let's see.
You have
Let's-
a cache of dad jokes.
Oh yeah.
All right. Come on, give it. Come on.
If you pour ice water on a hot dog, does it become a chili dog?
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
That made me so happy. I don't know. I don't know why. That was fantastic.
Oh, man, why do people watch this?
Oh no, we lost Steve.
Yep.
Steve's like blew up.
Oh, this is my father. It's because he's driving in a truck right now in Pennsylvania, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
He left here less than 2 days ago. So
Oh, we drove back.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's a dad's most important job? I don't know. What is it?
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is only going to be bad. Hit the dislike button. Oh, here we go. I got a great dad joke. Have you heard that Macaulay Culkin started his own rap group, Home Alone?
When I read it, I didn't I didn't get it when I read it, but then when I heard it out loud,
Yeah.
it clicked.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I need to cue that up. I wish it would play faster. It takes forever to. I click the button. It takes like 3 seconds before it starts playing.
Yep.
That makes it that much better.
Yeah.
The delay.
It's always late.
Yeah. It's like ha ha ha. Oh my god.
I have
Oh, there you
more.
go. Keep the son out of jail and the daughter off the pole. It's a true story. True story.
You know why Teslas are so expensive?
Why?
Because they charge a lot.
Oh.
I've had enough.
Oh man.
Oh my god. I wish Megan, you shouldn't have told the joke on chat. You should have come in and done the joke.
There you go. Yeah.
Jeez.
Do it again. Take it over.
I'm
Too late.
gonna stop telling jokes because our audience will get tired of Dan doing the thing.
And I
And then
can't resist myself. Full
We'll
disclosure,
lose a
I
bunch of viewers. So
have to hit that. That's just
That's why I don't set up the sound effect buttons every time right away. Cause that I'm not tempted to just be like, oh yeah, I'll. There you go.
Richard's gonna be pissed when he sees me playing his drums
Yeah.
tomorrow when he
is.
rewatches.
You didn't see that?
He wasn't there when I did that.
no. That video comes out tomorrow, I think. Yeah. No, Saturday. Is it Saturday? Wait,
That
no,
video
the
already
video
came out.
It was already in a video.
already came out.
Oh, I didn't watch the video today yet. You
When
used
you're
that in the
like,
video
"It's
today?
so loud."
That was the video from today, right?
That was Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was the Josh video.
Yeah.
That was Tuesday. Oh God, jeez.
That was Monday that I did that?
Yeah.
No,
I
that
thought
was
it was
Sunday when
like-
we left. You guys
Oh yeah, it
came
was
that
Sunday.
How do I know this shit? I wasn't even there.
Dude, that's how ruined.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
I
I
had
can't
like
believe the week's gone by this fast. That
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah,
I did that
it
like
did go-
yesterday.
It did go by quick.
What's on the drinking list tonight? Wine.
it's been a week of premium drinking, so it's a water night here.
It's a
I'm
hydration
actually
night.
drinking this bourbon that Steve gave me. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Huh.
Someone's talking about. Wait, looks like my internet's okay today. Well, knock on wood, I did actually run an Ethernet cable to the router so.
Yep.
We'll see.
What? You should have done that from the get go.
Well, you know.
So is Steve trailering back the Super
The
G?
Super
Or
G. Yeah.
he is?
Super
I
G.
thought he had an enclosed trailer and he had an open trailer. I was like, man, you're gonna get all kinds of looks driving.
So,
Yeah.
There-
Well, he brought the Ferrari down, so
Really?
so he's doing an open trailer from Texas to PA.
Yeah. He's a
Well,
brave man.
like a 30-hour drive.
I know he has an enclosed trailer. I don't know why I think he was. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
But to haul a Ferrari and a Super G, I would have waited for my enclosed trailer to be available again because I know that somebody was using it to move.
Well, his car's been here so long, he probably wanted his car
Bless you.
home.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure he's staying over at hotels, right? And therefore leaving it out.
No, he was staying
Yeah.
at friends' houses along the way, so the car was tucked away safe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to start decorating the wall behind me. I've got like my Ferrari flag and
Yeah, I have
pictures.
more Ferrari stuff than you do right now.
It's right here.
Visible. More Ferrari
Yeah.
stuff visible.
Be right
Wear
back.
it like a cape. Wear it like a cape.
There you go.
Got a hole in it. Put your head through.
Yeah. Perfect.
Swaddle yourself with it.
That makes up for the fact you have a Jag in the garage. So.
No, actually, right now I've got a Porsche in my garage.
Ooh, oh, even worse.
I have a Corvette in my garage.
I actually have the Jag in my garage right now.
Ah,
Yeah, we kind of.
We've got cars all over this bitch.
right. For once, I have a Ferrari in my garage. So,
Wait,
ran
you
by
have a
the
Ferrari
dealership.
and a McLaren.
yeah. I've
Which
got
one's
Ferrari.
Steve's left his 430 here.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Just indefinitely until he comes back.
He's looking to
Yeah,
get
that's
some.
his Texas car.
Yeah, it's his Texas car now.
Yeah, right.
You got the keys, unless he took the keys.
I have the keys. So when the
Wait,
McLaren
where?
breaks, I have a car to drive.
There you go.
What are you saying? Would do like a West Coast Customs on a Ferrari? I'm not sure what you mean.
I think
I
he
think he
said,
said,
would you do?
No,
And no.
Yeah, no.
absolutely not.
Not unless we get paid the amount of money that MTV paid him.
Oh,
Last
flare
one.
the. Ew, no, definitely not. Nope. Oh, oops. Here it is. What's up with the Porsche?
It's the exact same as it was last week. Just sitting there. I can pull it up on the security camera. You can kind of see it on the security camera.
Oh, really? Nice.
Don't show people your camera angles.
Yeah.
Bad.
I'll only show that one.
All right.
I'm not showing all of them.
So
Show them the
I don't-
garage where the cars go.
The guy with my car called me earlier
See,
after
it's
we had
right
lunch, Dan.
there.
Oh, really?
On the lift.
Yeah.
Still.
Nice.
Just chilling
And,
on the lift.
Did progress happen?
Yeah, he actually sent me a bunch more pictures, and I made him an offer. So he said he's going to think about it and get back to me tomorrow.
Dude.
Is he wanting to sell it, or did you just reach out to him?
He's indifferent. He just doesn't care.
Oh.
Did you
he's
tell
like,
him what
I
it
work-
was to you?
Yes, I did. And he was like,
Oh, here
that's
you
a
go.
cool story.
Here you go. If you could have a car from any movie, which one would it be? For Rachel, pretty much all of them from Days to Confuse.
Hmm.
A car from
legit.
any movie. Ooh, that's a good question. Car
That's a good
from any movie.
Oh, good response. Ferris Bueller Ferrari.
Mm.
I need to run through all my head all of the movies that I've seen that have cool cars in it.
The
Yeah.
DB5 Aston Martin from, I forget
Yeah.
which movie he drove that in. That was a badass car.
Had to be like Gone in 60
Casino
Seconds.
Royale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. James Bond or Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Because there's
That
a
would
white
be one.
birth there.
The Aston that's high up there.
Did you guys ever watch that movie Redline?
No.
No.
I think
came
I
out-
watched part
It
of it.
came out in it came out in like 2006 or something, and it was basically this really wealthy guy who had a car collection, and he wanted to showcase his cars, so he made a
Didn't it have
movie.
a bunch of. It had like a Koenigsegg and stuff in it, right?
It did, and it had an Enzo in it and some
Nice.
other stuff, and they were all owned by this guy, and he just like racing them around and shit. There was an Enzo in that movie that was pretty cool, and he wrecked it.
Oh, that was when Eddie Griffin crashed it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, someone asked Dan the Man, used loosely. Did you ever do a video with your boat on the water? Actually, yes, we have in the past.
Mhm.
I haven't since the new interior got put in, but the new interior wasn't quite right, so it's being refixed, and we should have that fixed, and then we'll put it back on the water I don't know, maybe next week. I don't know. Should we go out boating again next week and spend a bunch more money on gas?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
That was fun.
I mean, this weekend I have more people in town, but next week, yeah, let's do it.
Like this weekend coming, but the following weekend.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really want to do it on a weekend because then it becomes
yeah.
a shit show.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'd rather do it on like a Thursday or Friday.
That's easier.
Yeah. Can you get off time for a Thursday or Friday?
Sure.
Wow.
He doesn't even have to take time off.
Yeah.
He said that they don't really care what anybody does around there.
As long as my customers are happy, which I don't have any right now because I'm in training.
I'll be your customer.
You're
if I am
still in
happy.
training. How long is training?
I need to speak to your manager.
Yeah. They might be watching. So
Are they
hi.
watching?
Yes. Yeah, we need to get the boat out there some more. I actually probably should sell it quickly before.
I think it's running. It's running right now. So yeah.
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 And to be in really good shape with the new interior all done up, I probably need to just.
Can you sell that through the dealership?
No, I
legally?
can't.
You got to have
Oh,
a
yeah.
separate boat license in Texas.
Oh, that's.
And we
so
can't
bad.
even do motorcycles or trailers or anything either. It's all separate.
You can't even do like big trucks.
Hmm.
But you
Stupid.
can sell it as an individual.
No 6x6s.
It's
Those
just
would
over
be-
a certain gross vehicle
vehicle
weight
weight.
or something. It's like a lot. It's like 25,000 or something like that.
So you can't sell Adam's truck.
No, mine's
can
only
sell his
14,000.
We can
Mine's
sell
only
his truck, but we
14,000.
can't sell 18-wheeler like
Yeah.
tow rigs and that sort of thing.
If it was done by combined gross vehicle weight rating, then
Oh.
yeah, you couldn't sell
Mitchell's
mine.
company had 22 sales for the month in Austin. Adjustment is here, bro. Uh-oh. That's not a good.
What does
sign.
he sell?
Yeah. What does he sell?
Property.
Who's Mitchell?
Rachel's husband is.
Well, what's
Kent.
the normal number?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that? I don't have any
That
context
seems.
for that.
That seems good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
It
That
depends.
seems
It
really
might be
good.
good or it might be bad. I
Yeah,
don't
how
know.
much are each sale?
How's it?
Houses?
Yeah, it still seems good. I mean, I don't know
Oh,
how many
well-
brokers are working for him.
Okay, yeah. His company built. He's just in the land management side of the company.
Oh, okay.
So Rachel, is that good or bad?
Oh, 118 in March.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wow, that's huge.
Jeez.
All right. Yeah. Enough said. Adjustment is here. Ta-da.
Yeah. I think the housing market is going to cool dramatically with the interest rates.
Yep.
So I'm glad I'm under contract finally. And woohoo.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Congrats.
okay. That's good.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, I can't believe, Tyler, how long it took.
Me either. Yeah.
Well,
I swear, you and I
to be
had
fair,
the
you're kind of out in the
timing.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but people like that out there. They don't want to be.
I would
around
love
anyone.
that, but you have no real internet. You only have Elon out there for your internet.
I mean,
So-
there's wireless internet options too, but they suck. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm talking like you want real internet.
Starlink's pretty good. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
It's gotten better. There was the times where I'd cut out, but it's gotten better.
Still no.
Oh yeah, that was.
I'm trying to sell my house, Adam. It's great.
That was
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
That's
worth.
true. It
It
is
was almost
awesome.
worth
It's
the. But
badass.
Yeah.
I think the high-end car market is topped out for now anyway. I don't think it's going to keep going up like it has been. It's going to just slow roll
The
for
question-
now.
I think it's not really declining though.
No, it's not declining, but it's definitely not as hot as it was.
Like so far from us buying and selling cars perspective, we're not seeing it be any tougher really.
The only
But
thing that
we're-
I've noticed is just watching the auctions is that the cars, a lot of them are not selling now. The reserves are too high, or they're just not bringing what they normally would have brought.
But I think
from a
that's
couple
partly
months ago.
people are still fever pitch trying to like go up and up and up, and I think that's
Yeah.
it's finally plateaued.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be good for us. Like,
Oh.
I would think that consistency would be what we would want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. The car interest rates haven't gone nuts yet.
Yeah. And they
Slowly
probably
starting
and
to
it,
go up.
they'll go from 2% to 5% or something, and that's not really going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy at a 5% interest rate. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
that's
never
what it
paid-
used to
Well-
be not that long ago. Like
I was saying that's pretty typical a couple of years
Yeah.
ago.
My very first
everybody's
car, I'm
spoiled with
talking
these
like
1.9 rates.
when I was 20 years old and I bought my first car from a, like that I had a loan on, it was 8.25%, and that was
Yeah.
the most. I had zero credit history.
Yeah.
I was
I
20 years
paid
old.
9% for my first one. I remember it clearly from
And
Wells Fargo.
since then, I've never paid more than 3% interest.
You're a
And
smart man, Adam.
even then,
Tell
I'm
your
like,
grandkids that.
Yeah,
Dude, I
four-
remember
Four is the highest I've ever paid.
dude, for a while I was pissed because every single time I did a car note, it was 0%. And then finally, like now, and the first time I got a note and it was like 0.9%, I'm like, damn it.
Well, you must have been buying new cars then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
You're getting free money.
All right. Swiss Tracks looks legit, Dan. Thank you. Did you get it from Matt? No, we sell
no,
them.
we sell them. We're a supplier.
that.
How
We sell
dare
them.
you bring his
What
name?
the
Yeah.
hell?
Go,
Get
what the
that
hell
shit
is
outta
wrong
here.
with you?
Yeah.
Jeez. This
But it is
guy-
true. Seeing that video today, I'm like, shit, I need to do that. I need to create-
Same. I gotta do it too.
Tyler, I know a guy.
got a
who
guy.
sells them.
Oh yeah,
I got a guy.
You said you would help with measuring.
yeah.
That guy.
That
Call
guy.
him.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm the guy who always ends up quoting Swiss Tracks anyway. And I hate quoting Swiss Tracks because if you get the quote wrong,
Yeah,
it's
they
not
want
just
shit
like a
for free.
little, like, yeah, it can be a big dollar mistake to do it. And so I
Yeah.
like quadruple check my quotes before I send them out. That's why it takes so long for me to send out a quote because I'm terrified of.
And it's a ton of numbers. Like you have
It
to be
is.
like you have to do a ton of math, and you have to like.
And I hate math. Yeah. Well, because that people want different colors, so you have to make sure that you quote the correct color and the correct quantity,
Yep.
and then you have to do the edge pieces, and so
Well, and they only sell them in 6, like quantities of 6.
Mm.
So like,
some of them you can get quantities of 10.
well, the edges,
No, the regular tiles you can get.
not
quantities
the rib tracks.
Yeah, probably not the rib tracks, maybe the other ones, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for cleaning them, the best option is just to use like a leaf blower or a compressed air or something and just blow it out of the tracks out of the garage, and then you can suck it up and stuff. And yeah, it, like I said in the video, it does hide leaks or something. I mean,
Could be good or bad depending on.
good or bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I like epoxy? I have a few things about epoxy. One, a lot of times the epoxy is too slippery.
which is the
And-
problem we have in my garage.
Adam's garage is a perfect example. We've eaten shit like 5 times when you spill some.
I can
coolant.
attest to that. It's like an
Yeah.
ice rink in there.
Yeah.
Especially when you wash
I
your
don't-
car too.
I don't
Yeah.
know I don't know why it's. I've never had an been
Yeah,
on an
I don't know
epoxy
why-
floor that's as slippery as mine
Like
is.
what did they do differently to that one versus that? I don't know.
Yeah, because
I've got epoxy. I've got epoxy. Yeah, I've got it too, and I like it. And I saw Dan's Swiss Tracks today, and I'd probably, if I had to do it over, I'd do the Swiss Tracks instead of epoxy.
The
I
other
think
thing
it's
about
better.
epoxy is it's I don't like, so the way that they usually get it to be where you're not slipping and sliding is they put like something in it, so it's like, you know, tackier, like, but then like kneeling on it really hurts your knee, like it's like really sharp, you know, it's like prickly. So I hate that. The shavings, yeah, or whatever it's called. But then also
I
it's just
have those, and it doesn't. I think that they put like a clear
Too much
coat
gloss.
on top of mine.
So what does a typical 2 to 3 car garage go for that?
for epoxy or for Swiss tracks.
No, the switch tracks.
Oh,
Yeah.
2-car garage is usually around like $3,000, I think.
That's
Whereas
about the
I
cost
paid-
of epoxy. This would be
Yeah, they're
about the same.
comparable. It's comparable to epoxy.
I
It's
paid
usually-
$6
it's
grand
usually-
for my 1,800 square foot garage.
I think it's usually,
Swiss
usually not always, usually slightly cheaper for Swiss tracks than epoxy.
Yeah,
But you might have like the bro hookup on epoxy or something,
Yeah.
and then it's cheaper. Or if you do it yourself, it's probably cheaper. But another thing is it doesn't take days to do Swiss tracks. Like it only takes
Yeah.
a couple hours.
And you don't have to like grind the cement, right, and sand it and treat
Right.
it before.
Yeah, the epoxy floor was a 3-day thing for me. They came out and they ground it down the first day. Granted, mine was 1,800 square feet, so it took them longer than it would have if it was just like a standard 2-car garage or something like that. And then they laid down the base coat or whatever with the flakes, and then the next day they came back and they had to clear coat it or whatever it is. So
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I like both, but I prefer Swiss tracks, and I mean, I don't know. I like Swiss tracks better.
Plus, they're more unique.
for the
You
right
never see
price,
them.
we'll buy anything.
Oh yeah, definitely want to do one at some point.
That's very specific car.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd love to
have-
drive that car.
Yeah.
I have already put my quick jacks on Swiss tracks, and they're fine.
No
The only
class.
thing is, if you do a jack stands can sometimes dig in a bit.
It's because there's not a huge contact patch, whereas
Right.
the quick jacks have a large contact
Yeah,
patch.
or even like a floor jack, like on wheels, is usually not a problem. But
If you need the jack stick, put it on jack stands for a long extended period of time. Just put a piece of plywood down.
yeah, or hell, just throw another Swiss tracks under it and use that as like as your disposable one. You know.
I think I'd feel a little bit better with a piece of plywood, but yeah, same thing.
Actually, there are spare wheels in some Ferraris. It depends on the model. Our 575 has one.
And it takes up a lot of the trunk.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Do we get a sweet sneak peek at the lift we ordered? No.
Aw.
Oh, I mean,
Not for the
our
insiders?
hardcore fans. Yeah, I know. We always give the hardcore fans a little bit of
Well-
a sneak peek.
So I'm kind of a little bit frustrated. Jeez, that was loud.
That was loud.
I'm a little bit frustrated because the company that makes it won't do business with us because we don't sell enough in business. And I've tried before, and it kind of ticks me off. So like, it's like one of those where like I want to promote it, but I don't really want to promote it because
Just show a picture of it without the company name on it.
everyone's gonna know what it is.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah,
At some point, they're gonna find out. We're gonna make a video about it. They're gonna find out. Like,
yeah. No, Adam didn't give it away, and no one gave it away.
Yeah, you already had Swiss track or quick jacks.
I've already had quick jacks. I have quick jacks. I still have those, but that's not. I ordered a lift. It is an actual lift. I don't know when it'll be here.
I like that he still does the ladies thing. That's like 2 months old. That's awesome.
That's nice.
Somebody's drumming on a desk or something.
It must be you, Adam.
No,
Where's your drumsticks?
Yeah,
I do have drumsticks
There you go.
Why do you have drumsticks?
because I like to put them in my mouth and pretend I'm a walrus.
well now you have to do it.
I mean, that actually does not surprise me at all. So, like, if you notice, my face is not shocked. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
That's what he does before he goes to bed. He just stands in front of the mirror and sticks those in his mouth.
Like, have you
Laughs,
guys seen?
laughs at himself.
Have you seen the movie? Have you
No,
seen?
if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. So that's what his wife likes, and so he goes to bed.
Guys, you got to watch the movie Tusk if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen. I've never even heard of it. We're into
Oh,
my
we're into kinky ocean life.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that one tonight.
Not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Oh shit.
I play the part of a beached whale.
Your walls are painted like an aquarium.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, that's terrible. Visuals in my brain right now are really bad.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm never gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Oh,
You're gonna wake up in cold sweats and a nightmare.
No walrus.
I'm telling you, I watched Tusk.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, Tusk has Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. What is
No.
it? It's a movie?
Yeah.
It's a horror movie, apparently.
Oh, here we go. Car question. Car updates. Where are we at?
We have
575.
2 cars on the way.
Oh yeah, we have 2 new cars
There's
coming.
more.
Yeah, we have the 575 parts that supposedly have been released from customs.
Finally. Dang.
Released from
We'll see.
custody.
I don't. So who knows when we're ever going to see those parts? As soon as that happens, we're supposed to send it over to EAG and start converting it.
Cool. You're not gonna do
Yeah.
that one live?
No,
Aw.
Was Kevin Smith in it, or is this a different Tusk?
No, it says Kevin Smith has wrote and directed it.
game over. Have any of you done the Gumball 3000? No.
Ooh.
No.
I've done the Bull Run GT rally. That's as close as I'll get.
Don't you have to pay like $100,000 to do the Gumball 3000?
No. Depends. I think some of them were pretty expensive. But it's interesting. Like, here's what's fascinating to me about it is all of a sudden, I swear to God, like, did all of the big YouTubers like call each other and like, hey, we're all doing the Gumball together? Because
They must have, yeah.
all of a sudden, like, they're all like, the
Is
last
there a lot of
year-
YouTubers on the Gumball? Oh,
this year.
Me is on it.
Yep, Shmee's on it. DDE's on it.
Stradman.
Is Stradman on it?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't watch any of them, so I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever. I
wonder if Rob Spaghetti is on it.
he doesn't do anything but his own thing anymore.
He finally can't afford the auto insurance for all the tickets he got. He has to not drive. I'd love to know who his lawyer is.
Yeah.
Whoever his lawyer is doing quite well.
Yeah.
Should pull up Daryl's joke.
Yeah. Daryl's joke is pretty good.
But I missed it. Where is it?
It's right at the bottom of the screen.
A few down.
Walrus / car joke.
I don't see it. Oh wait, hold on. Here it is. The walrus car joke.
Yeah.
The walrus
It
goes
was.
to the mechanic. The mechanic says, "It looks like you blew a seal." The walrus wipes his mouth and says, "Sorry, it's just ice cream." I told you, I can't resist.
Yeah.
Sebastian, you have a really tiny garage. Do you park Hot Wheels in that garage?
11.6.
7 inches. I read that and I didn't even it didn't register with me.
Yeah.
Like, I
Didn't
was-
either. Oh man.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Sorry, it's just ice cream.
There's definitely some dumb shit tonight, right?
Oh, man.
That's pretty much par for the course. I mean, is it ever really any different? Ooh, 11.6 inches, ladies.
Clarified. Deep.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. My garage, turns out my garage is only 9 feet 5 inches.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Is that the door height or the ceiling?
Ceiling.
Mm.
The door is 8 foot tall.
Yeah. That's typical. But
Yeah.
Oh wait, what were we talking? I know we were talking about cars, but what specifically to them?
Updates on them.
Oh, we have a 360 and a 430 on the way.
And just
Damn.
lay it out there, Adam.
Wow.
We're a dealership. Who cares if they know what's coming?
I
YouTube
guess.
drama. Yeah.
We're a dealership.
You should,
It's a dealership. We're not keeping them secret.
I think you guys need to have a sit down. You
Yeah.
guys need to have a chat.
Every
Set
week,
things straight.
you know what? This is why people watch. Like, all right, what's Adam gonna spill on tonight?
Yeah.
What am I giving away that we don't want people to know?
I don't know. It's just you like to
We have to
sometimes
keep. Yeah, we got to keep people on the edge of their seat.
like you give them too much, then they have nothing to like watch the actual videos for.
Yeah, Dan's got to.
I didn't tell them what color it was.
I don't think
Maybe.
anyone
Yeah.
cares.
You're about to.
I know, right? Yeah. Shut up, Adam.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
Lord.
right. Adam would get whacked if he joined the mafia.
Can you believe I had a security clearance?
No,
Had is keyword there.
Yeah.
yeah, no longer.
How much for which one? We haven't discussed prices, so no, we're not telling you any prices yet. We don't know.
Well,
We haven't
Because
We
we
haven't figured out
legitimately don't
prices
have
or what
any-
our plan is for the cars
Yeah.
either.
There you go. People can get excited about that.
Yeah.
Here's the problem: is we can't really tell you a price until the car gets here because we need because we need to look at them to really assess them.
That's smart.
Maybe somebody watching was about to pull the trigger on a 430 in their hometown, and now that they heard that we have one coming, they're like, "Oh, I'll buy it from the honest dealership,
Mhm.
and I'll wait to see what they have." So
I know, but
you're welcome, Dan and Josh.
If we get a sale, I'll give you $5, Adam.
Oh, we're
I'll give
gonna
you-
eventually get a sale.
No,
I'll give you
from this live
if
stream.
someone during one of the 83 people that are watching right now will give you a pat on the back.
Yeah.
We'll go, good job. They're gonna be like, these people aren't that funny.
Until they hear the walrus joke.
Which we did not come up
Yeah,
with.
then they're gonna reach out to
That's
Daryl.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Actually, that's a really good point.
Mitchell's watching over my shoulder. Oh man. Yeah. So we've got, apparently everyone knows we have a 360 and a 430 on the way.
Shocker, big surprise. Car dealership buys cars to sell. More at 10.
Jeez. We have a couple cars that we're in consideration for, but no
Yeah.
actual deal yet. So there you go. But yeah, the Corvette should be gone in the next few days, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Finally got the title.
Yeah, we finally got the title.
Jeez.
Took forever. That was like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
God.
That's pretty
That's
typical,
terrible.
though.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
longer than 3 weeks, wasn't it?
No, we paid it off on like the 2nd, I think. So 3.5 weeks.
Oh.
wait, the second?
I
That's
think
a
it was
month
the 2nd or the
That's a
4th.
month. That's
Yeah,
4
to-
weeks.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's
Jeez.
over 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That's 4 weeks and 3 days.
Boo.
Yeah, it's pretty typical, though. That's why you got to have other stuff working while you're waiting on shit like that.
Right?
Meanwhile, it's just
annoying.
been sitting in my garage. I'm not going to tell you what transmission they are. I'm not going to give that away.
Or what body style?
Or what color?
They're sedans, both of them.
The 430 is a really cool. The 430 is
They're
a,
two-door
is a
cars.
cool color combo.
We bought sedans, 4 doors, so you can put your kids in the back.
So let me ask you
Affords
guys
for
this.
everyone.
We have and I'm only going to talk about this because I'm 90% sure the person selling it isn't watching.
Oh no.
There's a person trying to sell us a California that has 380. It's a 380 miles on it.
What?
Wow.
What year?
10. So
Gabe
And
wants it. You can see it in his eyes. Gabe
I
wants
mean,
it.
no,
I had a good experience with. Well, aside from when someone hit me.
here's the problem: is obviously there's a huge premium because of the miles.
That's 31.6 miles a year.
But that's an interesting age where, like, is it old enough where it affects it not having been driven? Obviously, like on a 05 or a 2000.
I mean, here's the problem: is if it was like an F430, it would be worth a crap load.
Yeah.
If it was, or a 458, or a 360, but it's a California, and so like they're not as desired. You know, they just.
The only reason a 360 would have 380 miles on it is because it spent so much time at the dealership getting fixed.
They're not that bad. They're not that bad.
Josh is the yin to my yang.
Adam,
I'm like completely anti-360.
I've owned a 360 and I've owned a 996 Turbo. I've owned them both for many years, and the 996 Turbo I put way more money in, and it was in the shop way more than the 360.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 2000.
Hey.
Hey, all I can say is
I took the engine out of that car 3 times out of the Porsche.
How many times has your engine been out of your car, Adam?
This is the first. Oh, well, it came out for the coolant pipe, so the second.
Mm-hmm.
I'd still rather drive a Porsche.
Okay,
that's fine, but don't say the 360 is less reliable.
I have to say, every time a Porsche person talks about how they're so much more reliable, they're like, well, yeah, of course they have an IMS bearing issue, and yeah, of course you've got to pin the coolant lines, and of course they're gonna leak oil. Like, it's just like, wait a minute. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I thought these things were supposed to be all reliable. You know, it's just like...
let's talk about exhaust headers that could potentially suck a piece of metal into the engine.
Hey, at least you don't have to pull the whole damn engine out.
I will concede that's annoying that you have to pull the engine to work on the top of to work on the top of it. Yes.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
Yeah.
Because if it were any other car that had an oil leak like mine, you wouldn't have to pull the engine out.
No.
So
true.
Have you had to do one of the radiators on the front of your car, Adam? Mm-mm. No, those are a son of a bitch.
Oh, really?
And you'll have to do it at some point. Just the way that they're in the. It's got 2 radiators in the front, and they're just
right.
In the ass.
Well, it's got 2 on each side, so there's 4 total up there.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're so hard. It seems like that would be easy.
They're just like crammed in there weird.
Because it looks like there's so much space. Like if you look through the grill on the front bumper, there's a ton of space in there.
You can only see one. They're like layered.
Yeah, they're double stacked. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the back one on one of the back ones on mine went out, and it was just like it started leaking.
The reason I would think that it would be a pain to mess with radiators is because trying to bleed a cooling system that's that big would be.
Yeah, that's a pain too. Yeah.
Because I mean, it literally goes from the front of the car to the back of the car.
They hold a shit ton of coolant.
Oh yeah, I found out when I drained it.
Oh yeah.
The whole engine is full of coolant. Then 4 pipes from the front to the back are full of coolant.
Now, granted, the Porsches, the parts are cheaper and easier to get. There's no doubt about that.
That's true. That is definitely true. It's hard to argue that. Yeah,
I think that's just a product of how many more vehicles Porsche manufactures a year than Ferrari does. I mean,
yeah.
Well, and the fact that they're partnered up with VW and stuff, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that getting parts for Ferraris is way easier than getting parts for Koenigsegg. And, I mean, like...
Well, I'm learning, parts from the McLaren come from a Nissan Quest, so it's super easy.
Out of all the cars they decided to scour parts from, why the Nissan Quest? Why couldn't they pick something more?
That's a good one. 2005 Gardo, 2010 R8 V10, 2011 MP412C, or 2001 360 Modena. Which is the most reliable?
I'm going to go with R8 on that.
I'm going to say R8 V10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard so many bad things about Audis.
No, the V10 in that Audi is the Lamborghini engine. It's pretty bulletproof.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but electronics are fine, though, in it? Because the electronics are probably Volkswagen.
No,
Oh.
they are,
Would
but
they-
they are in the R8 in the first gen R8, but they're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the thing that holds the 360 back on that list is just simply that it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing with the
It'll have-
Gallardo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the 360 might be the best looking in that list. Because I like
the
the look of
rear
the
end of
360.
it's the best. The
Yeah.
rear end of
Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. The rear end of the 360 is one of the best looking rear ends on a car ever
Yeah.
made.
Especially,
agree.
especially with the Challenge Grill.
Yeah.
Pulling up behind that, seeing that right
Yeah.
in front of you.
That Challenge
And
Grill is
Especially if you've got a good exhaust that's chrome that you can see through the challenge
Yeah.
grill, it's like, oh
As
man.
much crap as I talk about the 360, I have said in the past and will say again, the rear end of the 360, especially with the Challenge Grill, is a gorgeous.
It makes
Adam's
up
an
for
ass
the-
man.
for the front side of it, where it just
that's
kind
when
of
people put like lights in the engine bay and it lights up the exhaust at
See,
night.
That seems like that would cheapen it. I think that would.
Yeah,
cheapen
I don't
it.
know.
I can't
Yeah.
get on board with the lights.
I kind of
Yeah.
like it. It's got to be subtle. You got to do subtle lights, not like
Yep.
punch in the face lights.
Tokyo drift lights.
Yeah. You know when the
I don't
fire
know.
starts from the fuel
Yeah.
dripping on the headers, that first
That's-
ember
yeah,
glow
like-
is.
Little flames.
All right, here we go. 150K. What are you buying?
Manual 360.
Thank you for
Ooh.
subscribing to the channel, by the
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
way.
So gated 360, right? Goodbye.
Ooh.
That's what I would buy.
GT4. GT4.
Okay, yeah, you could do GT4.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in a loss right now.
I
Oh,
think
would have
they-
said like 3 years ago. I would have said 458 because you could get them for 150,
Yeah.
a higher mileage one, but
yeah.
it doesn't exist.
Honestly, I
anymore.
would fight really, really hard and try and find a Super Leggera.
There you go.
And oh wait,
I think with how fun the McLaren is, 12C has to be in that list.
I think the 12C I think would be on the number 2.
honestly, yeah, I would consider a 12C.
Yeah.
You might be able to
Right.
find a high mile 650.
Yeah.
How about a low mileage Cali?
Yeah, you could buy one of those too.
You can buy a super low mile Cali.
Gabe's going to be politicking us to try to get that Cali if we end
Yep.
up buying it.
No, I don't.
The
I
problem
don't.
with
I
that
don't
car
love-
is it's a collector's car.
Yeah.
But is it? It's a California.
That's the problem. That's the inherent problem with
That's
the car.
what I'm saying.
It's
yeah.
not-
Is it?
Not, but the miles are.
I think it should just go to somebody like Gabe who will keep it for a very long
Well,
time. So
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
I'm torn on the Cali because it's never the one that I envisioned that I wanted. But I had 24 hours with it and I had a lot of fun with it.
I think they're still good cars. They just have that reputation, not a reputation, but just like people think down on them because it's like,
Right.
oh, it's just a Cali. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're wanting more of a mid-engine Ferrari, Gabe?
Well, I mean, the F12 is my baby. That's.
Oh, okay.
But
Shit.
but
As it
yeah,
should
after spending
How
time
about a
with it,
manual 575?
I'd have to drive it. It's a real gentleman's
Yeah.
car. But
Yeah, it is.
Take a trip down here.
bring
and
my
drive it.
leather gloves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you gonna come visit anytime?
Yeah, I'll be back for sure. It's just been a lot going on here settling in, but
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely be back.
Yeah. Oh, another one. Here we go. Which car is more reliable?
Oh my
09
God.
F430, 14 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, Ferrari 458 Italia, 2016 Lamborghini Huracan, or 09 Dodge Viper SRT10, or
Nope.
18 Panamera Hybrid.
Nope.
Definitely not the Panamera.
It's good. So it's going to be between the 430, 911, and 458.
Probably
Everything
Huracan
else-
too, right?
The Huracan's
Is
pretty
it-
damn
I just don't know
reliable.
anything about the
The
Huracan.
Huracan has the V10 that the R8 has. It's
Oh,
probably
okay. So that's
I think
probably
it's
fine
it's
then.
it's a toss up between the GT3 RS 458 and the Huracan.
yeah.
What? That's oddly specific. 2018 Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. What? It's like someone played the Sesame Street game. Like one of these doesn't belong with
Yeah.
the other.
Is he punking
What?
us or what?
Like I was all for the list, and then I was like, wait,
it got more and more weird the further it went.
right?
The Viper threw me off, and then it was like, yeah, the Panamera was like,
Yeah, the Viper was
But
kind
not
of like,
just a Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid.
Yeah.
yeah. Jeez, Honestly, it might be the Huracan on that list. It's
Yeah.
I would say it's between
It's
the
either that
Huracan
or the Porsche.
and
that or the
that or the
Porsche.
Porsche.
Yep.
Isn't the that year Porsche the one that had the engines that all got replaced? So long as the engine's
I
been
think
replaced.
that was only in the regular GT3, I believe.
Oh, it wasn't the RS.
Right.
That what I remember here. What was that? It was a bearing issue.
Something
Something
like that.
It was for like 14 and 15, I think, and the
It
Porsche
was like the
put
first year or two, and I think
Yeah.
didn't they like replace literally all of their engines?
I was
They
going to say
didn't replace them. They didn't replace them. They actually put a 100,000 mile, I think, warranty on them
Wow.
Oh wow!
for all owners, regardless of who owns the car. It's got that warranty on it.
So you know what you do then? You track the shit out of it. You drive
Yeah.
the piss out of
Kidding.
it because you know you're going to get a new engine.
Amen.
That's awesome of them to do that. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we fucked up. You can keep it and drive it.
Dude, all of the YouTubers and TikTokers have proven that correct.
Yep.
Dude, and that's like
That's
the
why you
worst
don't buy a
thing.
Huracan.
Yeah, that's why you don't buy the Huracan. Seriously. Oh man, I have to say that actually is in the back of my mind every time you like start looking at Lamborghinis. It's like, okay, what jackass owned this car?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I would rather own one with a lot of miles on it because then you know that at least it was driven.
Mm-hmm.
But man, was it abused? I mean, look at
Well,
at
they're
the,
all abused.
true,
Yeah.
true. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the reason that I'm going to say at least 51% of Lamborghini owners buy a Lamborghini is just to be able to show up, rev their engine a bunch of times, and then get out of the car and be like, I'm in a Lamborghini.
That's why when people drive my car, I don't mind if they drive the piss out of it because I drive the piss out of my cars, but let everything get up to temperature before you
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Once it's
Amen.
warm, go to town on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you, no, you can't drive my car the way I drive my car.
Oh,
Depending
you know
on
what-
who you are. It depends on
always-
Yeah.
One of the things that always drove me absolutely nuts was every time we had like a car thing and everyone was meeting up at my house. So everyone drove to my house. So all of their cars are warm. And,
Oh, yeah.
and so then I get in my car, I just start it, and we leave my neighborhood, and everyone's like, and I'm like, bros, I'm not gonna like, bye. I'll see you later because I'm not gonna stab it. You know, like I
Yeah.
gotta go a couple miles. Good lord.
That's why when Josh Hill had my car and he was like, I'm going to take your car home and test drive it tonight to make sure it fixed. I knew he was going to drive it like a dipshit. So I texted, I was just like, just please let it warm up before you. I know how you're going to drive it and that's fine. Just let it warm up first.
He does. He's good about that.
No, and I figured if anybody would be, it was him.
Oh yeah. No,
But
he-
As
He's-
he was driving home, like I was just thinking to myself, I know what my car is going through right now.
Oh yeah. Yes. NGS first world problems. My car isn't warmed up. True story.
And I beat that into Jen's head about the M3 because they think that that's the big issue with the bearings on the E46.
Yeah, those
M3.
cars have to be warmed up 100%. Yeah.
Thankfully, they have an oil temp gauge on them. So I told her, I was like, do not rev it beyond like 3,000
Well,
RPMs.
the TAC also like has the
Yeah.
orange lights on it too that tell you when
Yeah.
it's warmed up.
Yeah,
I
but
like that.
Mm.
it starts at like it actually goes pretty quick. Like it
Yeah.
will go all the way to 8,000 before it's fully warmed up, especially the oil, because the oil takes quite some time to actually warm up.
Yeah.
I think it has an
McLaren-
oil cooler. I think, and that's
McLaren or
probably why.
Ferrari in general on maintenance costs is one a lot more really similar. I mean,
My gut tells me Ferrari is cheaper, but I also don't know a
Yeah.
whole lot about McLaren's.
I would say I think Ferrari's initially cheaper, but the long term remains to be unseen, right? Like because I think there's clearly some flaws with McLaren's that come from the factory that it's like you're gonna have to replace all these coolant clamps. Like every
Tyler.
yeah,
Hey,
every
we did
12
most of them.
Hey, every 12C and 650, you're going to replace all those clamps. You're probably going to have, but it's like, so what I think you're starting to see is like the ongoing maintenance costs of McLaren's are going to be, you're going to have accumulators that you have to replace every few years. You know, you're probably going to have shocks that leak every few years. but that's kind of about it as far as big ticket items.
Yeah, I think so.
Everything else is going to be like fluids and tires. So like, but on the converse of that, if you have a Ferrari, you're going to have a headliner fall. You're going to have to get the dashboard redone. You're going to have sticky buttons. But once you take care of all of that, again, you're back to like fluids and tires. So,
Yep.
And also, it depends on the model too. If you have 430, you're replacing headers.
Yeah.
Whereas on the on the 458, you're not doing that on the 458.
but the problem with the 430 is there's no McLarens in that era.
Yeah.
So there's
Right.
nothing to compare it to.
So yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, still, I'm just saying it's one of those things where it might as well be a fixed
Right.
expense because you know you're going to have to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a Porsche commercial on right now for the new turbo.
What are you watching?
Yeah.
I have the hockey game up on my other monitor.
Oh wow!
Jeez.
Didn't take you for
Look at
hockey.
you multitasking.
Yeah. So a fun thing I learned with the McLarens, though, when it was up on the lift, is they make one water pump. So if my water pump goes out, I'll buy the water pump that goes on the P1, that goes on the 765.
Oh,
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's every
One
every fucking brand should do that.
Yeah.
Take notes, Ferrari, Porsche.
Well, Ferrari uses a lot of the same stuff over and over. There's a lot of parts that are reused within Ferrari.
Yeah, for probably a couple of generations, but I'm sure eventually
But eventually they change it. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt I could see the 430 and the 458 sharing a water pump, but I'm sure the 488 has a different water pump because that's a fundamentally different engine. It's a turbocharged engine.
True.
So
The fit of the Vorsteiner kit on my 599 is pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it's good. Like for a big body kit like that, I would say it's better than average. Like some of those kits look absolutely horrible. I think it's not like I think it needs to be adjusted a bit, and then it'll look better. So, do you have to have a pre-existing relationship with the dealer and a bunch of Ferraris in order to own or to order a new Ferrari? No, it depends on the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So that's one of
you're
those.
not going to get a Pista if you don't own.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to walk in and order a special edition Ferrari. So, like, you can't walk in there right now and be like, yes, I would like your finest 812 GTS. And they will be like, fuck off.
Like here, buy this Portofino first, and then buy this F12.
Right. But if you're like, hey, I would like to custom order a Portofino or a Roma or even potentially an F8, they'll say,
Which
okay.
is
Sure. Show
it
me the
is
money.
crazy. That is like just talking to like you guys in KC, for example, was talking about how much of a game it is to have to like work your way up to be able to get to certain cars, and people are buying cars that they don't want, a Ferrari
Right.
that they don't want, just so that they can get to the next one, so they have
Yeah.
a chance.
That's
Well,
one
because
thing
they-
that annoys me about Ferrari.
Yeah,
But I can't fault them. They make a boatload of money doing that. So
It's funny. That's why Jay Leno doesn't own any Ferraris.
yeah, he
Yeah.
said that.
But the stupid thing about that is if you get into that game, you will make so much money. It's stupid.
I
So
think he
basically,
just
Ferrari's inviting you to be like, hey, we're going to help you print money. So
I
jump
think he's
through
just
these
looking
hoops.
at it from it's a shitty business practice
It is.
perspective.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that's how he's because Jay Leno is certainly rich enough to play their game.
Hey, and this is not true anymore about Porsche.
Right,
If you want to get one of the special Porsches, you aren't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
not getting one.
yeah.
It's
GT4
It used to
RS.
be true. You used to be able to get them, but good luck.
No, I think you can get a GT4 RS. I don't know about a GT3
Mm.
RS.
Dude, if you go talk to them, they're like, we're already out of allocations.
That's a,
Yeah.
that's a
Did you hear what
Supply
Ford
and
just
demand.
announced?
Yes.
That's pretty fascinating. That all
What's
EVs
that?
are going to be direct from manufacturer.
Thank
they're-
God.
oh.
They're
Thank
cutting out
God.
the dealers.
Get rid of.
Thank you. Good job,
I don't-
Ford. I hope every
New
dealer does that.
New dealers make no sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the only dealers that should exist are used car dealers because that's a different thing. As far
And
as
it's super
100%
cool
agree.
that like they'll stop price gouging that stuff and people can actually buy a truck if they want
Well,
to.
they're
that's electric.
taking they're taking note from Tesla. I mean, Tesla's
Mhm.
killing
Yeah.
it, and they're doing
Yeah.
it.
I
So
thought
they're
that I thought a lot of states had laws where manufacturers weren't
do.
allowed to sell
They do.
direct
They
to
do.
consumer.
But dude, the good news is Ford doing that now. It's enough leverage that the states are going to have to renege on that.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
there's-
California
there's-
passing a
there's-
law.
Yeah,
They've got a big enough
because you
dick
can
that they
still
can
buy
do
a
it.
Tesla here in Texas. You know,
yeah, they have a way around it. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
there's
You
Yeah,
can't
how
actually-
does that work?
you can't take delivery of the car from the dealer directly. So you can buy the car, but you have to buy it online, and the car has to be shipped in from out of state.
That's
So
funny.
if you buy,
So if the car is
Well, no, you
like,
still
let's say
take
the car-
delivery. You still take delivery at a
Yeah.
Tesla delivery center
Yes,
or whatever.
but the car can't be
Yeah.
it can't be on the lot. You can't walk into a Tesla dealership in Texas and be like, "I want to buy that one." They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Nope, you can't.
so
You have to order it
when this
online."
factory starts cranking out like Cybertrucks, they're going to be the only Cybertruck manufacturer. If you want one in Texas, surely you have to be able to get one.
You can. They will ship it out of Texas and then ship it back in. I'm serious.
I love
It's
state
stupid.
laws.
It's the stupidest. Like, good job, Texas. We're so
You would
smart.
think you would have thought that they would have built it on the state line then, so that they can drive it,
Right.
like truck it 2
I
miles.
think
that
they're
way
just
and then-
banking.
you
They're
turn.
just banking on in the next couple of years
It'll
they'll
change.
repeal that law.
Yeah.
And the law will change.
Oh yeah, no. Elon's going to be buddy with whoever's governor at the time and be like, okay, change the law, and they're
Yep.
like, come on my airplanes and yachts and whatever,
So-
and
I wonder how that will work for warranty work and service work on vehicles.
Mm.
so that was the other weird thing is the dealerships couldn't have the warranty work at the same location or something. It was some weird.
No, but
dumb
I mean
thing.
for like Ford.
Oh yeah, good question. Yeah,
They'll still probably go to the service centers.
yeah.
You know, on
Right,
a,
but
on
I'm
a big
saying
deal,
if-
on big franchise dealership, the service center is always separate from the sales.
No, I
side.
know, but I'm saying if Ford eventually goes 100% dealerless, like
Yeah. Oh, they're still
Yeah.
going to have service centers.
yeah, so it just seems I don't know. It seems like it would be better to just tell your dealers you cannot mark it up beyond MSRP, no matter what.
Yeah.
And no stupid add-ons, because that's the thing that pisses me off about dealerships now is
Oh,
like if you agree to pay sticker just because you don't want to mess around with them and you're tired of them, then they add on the mandatory VIN etching on the windows for $1,000 and all that, and it's like, don't do that crap.
Yeah. This is a good question. 360, 430, or MP 412C, which is a better keeper if you want to do most of the servicing yourself, unless you needed the dealership? I mean, if you want
I
to do
think
it
it's-
yourself, the 430 and 360 are going to be easier.
Yeah.
They're just easier. They're just simple cars to work on. So that being said, the question is like, which one's better to keep long term? That's tough because the 430s and 360s have already gone up in value so much. Are they going to keep going up in value like they are? I think probably, but I also feel like the 12C might be slightly undervalued. So
The problem
I don't
with
know.
the 12C is it's really hard to get the software to go on
And that's
Yep.
the
and
huge
scan
problem
the
with
computers and stuff, and that's a problem. Whereas the 360
So-
and the 430, you can plug in an OBD2 port.
Yeah,
and
I would
get
say
most
of
of the info
those,
you need.
the best long-term car of all those is the 430.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Isn't that mostly a product of the years of the 360 and the 430? Are the modern Ferraris harder to communicate with?
No,
No,
modern Ferraris are simple. You can do it at the launch. Still.
That's surprising, honestly. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, you can do most things with the launch on a Ferrari. To do complicated stuff like, you have to have different stuff. But yes, is +5 a Sam Crack alt or troll?
Jesus would drive a 430.
Oops. That's awesome. Oh, here you go. For Ferrari aficionados, do you know if you're still taking orders for 296? I hear they closed the books. I think so. I don't think that's like considered a like special edition car.
You don't have to be in the game to get that one.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's kind of like a buying an F8. I don't know. Yeah. Oops. There you go.
818 horsepower. Dude, that's borderline unusable on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, when 12Cs were like in the 80K range, that's just
Yep.
it's crazy. Of course, pre-pandemic, you could get 430s for 80K.
Yeah, you get 458s for.
I bought a
Yeah.
super clean one for 74,000.
Wow.
I mean, it's just like, what? God. Hey, oops. Here's $1. Oops. Damn it. No, Jesus was driving an old Porsche 914. $1.
$1.
$1. Oh yeah,
really?
Cars and Coffee at Coda is returning finally.
Nice.
3 months. Why only 3 months, and why the hottest 3 months of the year?
I know,
don't
it's so stupid.
Jeez.
The link to donate is
Are you talking in the chat? There's a way to do it in the chat. I don't know how. I've never actually. It's super chat.
it's below the where you type in your comment. There's the smiley face and the dollar sign. You click on the dollar sign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, Lotus is still here. I thought you'd be in a drunken stupor if you broke your car. So he said earlier he fried his Lotus. So
That's true.
Oh, did he? What did
Yeah.
he do to it? I
he
missed
said he
that.
jiggled a wire and it's dead.
Yeah, he said something about a
Go jiggle
wire.
the wire again, then.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Just go rejiggle that thing.
Unjiggle it.
Yeah.
Unjiggle the wire. If you went this way, then you go this way.
But if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with yourself.
Yeah, anything more than 2 shakes is masturbation.
I like this. I picture my Jesus in a tuxedo T-shirt with a VW bus.
Yeah,
That works.
$1 is $1. Well, now we have $3.
Yeah. How to turn $1 into 3.
Yeah, you
So
talk
this is going to be
people.
a thing where we keep doubling the donations. So next one will be 4, 8, 16.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I can't wait until it gets like to a 30-second order. We'll be rich.
There you go.
John,
Videos-
that's not a bad idea.
Oh, dude, that's gonna make everyone just vomit everywhere.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Oh, dude, we should. We have enough videos. We go look up some of our old videos talking about money, and it'll just be like, oh man. Yes, Richard does know things about wires and Ferraris. And we're not to poke them.
Man, that was a long time ago. That's like 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It could be. That was a
Long
while ago.
time viewer right there.
Yeah.
It's like 3.
Where's Mousetrap when you need him?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that's funny.
His Canadian ears like, huh?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Especially shouldn't jiggle British wires.
That is very true.
Yeah, that's the rule of British cars. If it ain't broke, don't fuck with it.
Mhm.
And then sell it before it breaks.
Yes.
It's Tyler's
Whose
like
dog is barking?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh,
She wants a bone.
Tyler.
It's
Does your dog and Mo get along?
they haven't met yet.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
We need to
I
figure
think
that
to
out.
bring Beamer
Actually-
over to see if he would play with Mo.
Yeah, you all need
Probably.
to get your dog together.
Dog party.
Yeah.
My dog's special because she got attacked when she was a puppy. So there's some dogs she's instantly just like, nope, don't want to deal with you. And other times she could care less. So
That's
We'll see.
really weird. I wonder what it is.
yeah,
What the distinguishing thing is.
It's trauma, Adam. Trauma lives in the body.
something like that.
Clanky clank.
You gotta work it out of her, Tyler.
Yeah. There, yeah, I missed that one, John. You got me.
Nice.
Nice.
That's the butt smell that gives it off.
Yeah.
I wonder what is a good butt versus a bad butt smell like. I wonder.
Oh
Mm.
God. I don't know if we want to go there.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Jeez.
Is
Oh.
she really barking at you because she wants a treat?
Yeah, and she's downstairs, like in the foyer, like barking, so it echoes up the open.
She's smart then. She knows
Oh,
what she's doing.
She's super smart.
Absolutely not. The Z06 is going to have zero effect on supercars.
Yeah.
Irrelevant, right?
It's the funny thing is everyone was all like, "Oh, the Z06 is going to be such a good deal." It's like, dude, they're trying to sell them for like $200,000. So,
Yeah.
like,
Which
what's-
is crazy because the Corvette was supposed to be like the normal guy supercar.
Yeah.
Or sports car.
oh,
The $70,000 supercar.
Not
Yeah.
until
Steve's
until
back?
Dan changed that.
I don't. His screen's blank.
No.
Who's
Ah!
no?
He's still
Still
vibrating.
driving.
I still don't
Stevie
think it's
boy.
good enough.
We can hear you.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Did he think he was live this whole time?
No.
Yeah.
If
It's an
you
earthquake.
if you give me a 991.2 Turbo S, yes, I'll take it.
I don't think anybody would say no to that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the prices in California for C8 Corvettes are down to the 80s now for used ones.
Dang.
Interesting. Are those ones that have like 20,000 miles though?
Yeah, I looked at them today just to check the market, and they're still in the 90s
Hmm.
for good
Yeah.
mileage ones.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of jittery, wasn't it? We'll have to keep Steve off until in the afterlife. It's pretty like, ooh. What do you think? Close it up. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. It's been a long week.
It
I
has.
told the guys earlier yesterday, like I hit a wall. You know, how, like you work, and you just bust your ass, and all of a sudden you hit that wall. And so yesterday I woke up, did my normal routine, and I just was like, I am so exhausted. So I just fell asleep on the couch outside.
Nice.
And so
Well,
then
the
I
best
woke up.
part is this
What?
is the best part.
Oh, so then I woke up, ate lunch. I came inside and took a nap on the couch inside.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
He had to
It was
recover from his first nap.
Yeah. And I was
Well, you
still
know,
tired.
when you get tired out from that nap, it.
Oh man, I was just zonked. I was like, no, I need this. And then of course afterwards we had a thing to go to that evening, so I was like, oh man. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah. There you go. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us as always. We do appreciate it. And we'll be doing this every Thursday because we're idiots.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it is fun. It's fun.
Great time.
I like to give stuff away every week. I'm gonna start looking for things to give away
I mean,
now.
So-
Yes.
That's the.
I do want
What
to
is
think of.
that?
I want to think of some sort of. We should do some prizes that are cool for just the lives.
That's cool. I like that.
Like somehow something because like there's a lot of loyal viewers here. It'd be like because like it's one thing like when channels like do giveaways or whatever, and it just ends up with some random person who just like, hey, I subscribed 2 days ago. Sweet, here's some free shit. It's
Mhm.
like I kind of feel like like someone who knows
I'll
stuff that
send Noah
happened
an-
4 years
I'll send
ago.
Noah an autographed picture of me.
we can make some custom
Cool.
stickers or something
Yeah.
that's cheap.
Put it online,
It's not
see
a
if
big
it
deal.
sells.
Yeah.
I can
don't know.
write like I watched a Thursday Night Live and then
Yeah.
sign it.
you
And all I got is with the lousy sticker.
Mr.
a-
Beast
do a
can afford
YouTube
to give
poll.
away a car.
you
we
go.
can't.
Yeah, we were, everyone's like back in the day when the channel was first going, everyone's like, when are you gonna give away a car? And I'm like, dudes, I'm making like $2,000 a month off YouTube. I don't think you understand the math here.
Yeah.
But-
We'll give you a $500 hoopty.
There you go.
I don't even know if you could find a $500 hoopty anymore.
We can go to CarMax auction and get one.
There you go.
Really? 500
Yeah.
bucks, I think? One
Yeah.
that actually drives?
Yeah,
Oh, let's do it.
I mean we could do a funny video where we do like a demolition derby and we go to the auction
Yes.
and buy $500
look,
cars.
I
Yes.
still have I have
I'm
a dream.
serious. I'm dead serious. We could do it.
I have a dream.
Rachel has land.
I have a dream where we go buy multiple cars where you have a limit, like, you know, it's like they've already done this, right? But like you have like the $1,000 car challenge where you got to go buy $1,000 car and you have to do something like stupid, like drive it to El Paso and back, not using the highway
Oh, jeez.
in August.
Oh no.
With no AC.
No
The
AC.
Well, I mean,
Crank
if AC
windows.
works, if you
Yeah,
got
if it-
one that has AC working, good for you.
Okay.
You know, but like you got to make it there and back, and you have a certain budget for fuel and a certain budget for fixing the car.
And then we park them on Rachel's land and shoot them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds wonderful. I mean,
No, I
doesn't
think.
it sound-
How much property does she have? Enough to do a dirt oval?
Oh yeah.
dude,
said
she's
100
like
acres,
100 and
right?
something acres.
Okay, well then
What?
let's do a dirt oval.
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing?
she's got
Hell
over
yeah.
100 acres. But I don't
Or
think
she
they want
wants
us
to-
just like tearing the shit out of her land.
They got plenty of it.
Rachel, if you can donate 3 acres to us,
Yep.
to the
To the
cause,
cause.
we would appreciate that.
I love it. Yeah, do a YouTube poll for what people would want for giveaways for lives.
Someone
be
said
fun.
something that was kind of interesting, and I'm teasing the idea, and I'll suggest it here. Someone said we should give away a like trip to the Howard, or like letting them in the Howard or something. But that gets
Seems a
complicated.
Bit
Yeah.
pretentious, doesn't it?
No, I mean it'd be cool. Like it's kind of like cool if you got to come see the Howard and hang out or whatever. You know, if you're not from in town.
I mean, what would we have to buy their airline tickets for it to be an
Yeah.
actual prize? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, exactly. It'd be
I was
like,
gonna say you win the chance to look at the Howard, but you have to buy your own airline ticket.
no. Yeah. Here's something that costs us nothing, but you got to pay to come participate.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that for the 100,000 subscriber,
Oh, that'd be
Thing.
cool. Let them be in a
Maybe.
video too or something.
if they
Yeah.
want to be.
If they
If
Some
we
want.
ever
people
get
don't want to
there.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem. Like flying someone in from Australia is probably
Oh,
not
yeah.
financially feasible.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
well, if you're
this.
showing a speedo, that does actually.
You're
influence-
blacklisted.
Yeah.
There's a video of me in a Speedo.
There's a dress code at the Howard.
You
Yeah.
guys are welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
I
we
wonder
gotta
what
think of
Richard
some-
would say if I showed up in a Speedo.
Oh God.
Richard, when you hear this tomorrow morning, Friday morning, text me what you would do if I showed up in a Speedo.
I think he would just leave.
Please
Yeah. He'd
send
burn
us
the
that
video.
text.
Dude, are you kidding me? He would crack the fuck up,
He would laugh. He would laugh, but I think he would
die
leave.
of laughter, and then he'd be like, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah.
You know what I could do in my Speedo is I could
No, I don't
model
wanna-
on the hood of his cars like those
Oh.
ladies do.
No, that's just
We're on to something now.
Yeah.
no.
No.
That's terrible.
If I
Speedo
wear a
have-
bow tie, if I wear a bow tie or a tie, then I'm classy. And the Howard is classy. You can't kick me out if I'm classy. Just saying.
you should let those who go on the tour go to the Howard. That's actually, I mean, that's pretty much
Most of
that's
them have.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much most.
That would
of
happen
people-
naturally, probably.
Yeah, most of the people who have gone on the tour have been to the Howard. I think only Brent,
Greg.
Greg,
Greg.
that's it.
Well, actually, I moved before. Well, I'm
Oh,
different.
oh, that's right.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
never been to the Howard?
I moved right before it opened.
That's
Oh.
what you get for moving to the Northeast.
That's, whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Not mine.
All right, it's 9:30. I'm shutting
Cool.
down.
All right. Night, everyone.
Later.
Good night, everyone.
Adios.
I'm just gonna do the regular outro. Bye.